went up 1, 2 days, even 3 days. But the problem is they're going to come right back down because the trend of money is going the opposite way. But most people don't know the market. They don't understand that. They just listen to the fake business news network. They listen to people like Payne and them, and they just do what they tell them to do. They think they're going to get rich. Well, we had, after 157 months, I believe, 13 years, finally, the Federal Reserve says, boy, I don't know. I think I got to pull the plug. After 13 years of printing 120 billion a month each month for the past 157 months to push interest rates down to 0 so that we can go in and save the bad corporations that are in trouble. That should be bankrupt, but we're not going to let them do that. To go in and save the banks that are in trouble. Go in and save our own country, which is in trouble, as we have a negative net worth of $20 trillion. They can't pay the $400 billion in interest on our $28 trillion. They can't write a check. They can't write a check. So they have to make sure that that $120 billion for 13 years keep doing that, because as long as they keep printing that $120 billion every year for 13 years, it destroys the dollar, it devalues the dollar, and therefore that's how they pay their debt down, with a devalued dollar. I talk about it all the time. If you own $1 trillion, if you owe China $1 trillion, and now that trillion is only worth $800 billion because they've been printing $120 billion every month to get interest rates down to 0, to prop up the banks, to prop up the corporations, to prop up the government. That's how, and they destroy the dollar. That's how they get their debt down. But that's nuts. That only works for so long. Powell finally took a look and said, I think I got a problem here. By keeping interest rates too low for too long, none of this is going to work. Even if I taper the 120 billion a month back to 100 billion a month, it just may not work. If I raise rates, it may not work because I kept this going for too long. So this is what his concern is. And what you felt this week, especially Monday, Tuesday, and again today, this volatility. But what you really felt, the volatility that has been in this market, we haven't seen volatility like this since 1954. We haven't seen a warning sign, big flashing neon light saying, Powell, no matter what he does, he could blow this market up if he raises rates. And what is that warning sign? What's that neon sign? When you have the 10-year Treasury yield go up only from 143 to 151 points, up 5% over the last 30 days. Now here's the red flag, here's the neon light, here's the flashing. But when you have over the 30 days, the 2-year short-term Treasury yield, 2-year, go up 73%. That's telling Powell, even though you raise rates, even though you cut back on that 120 billion, we could go into the deepest depression ever. Remember, he tried this in 2015 to 2017. Between 2015 and 2017, remember, he kept piling on all this debt. Remember, back in 2008, I've told you before, 2008, when the market crashed, they didn't want to go into a recession. So they said, well, there's only 700, in the last 50 years, they only put $750 billion in asset purchases on their balance sheet. What's that mean? Over 50 years, they would go to a bank that was in trouble, buy assets from the bank, in return, the bank gets cash and it can stay alive. Same thing with corporations. Now, over 50 years, That's all they spent. That's all they purchased in assets from banks, corporations, and the government. $750 billion over 50 years. From 2008 to 2017, they purchased $4.5 trillion. What do you think's been keeping this economy up? What do you think's been propping the economy up? People have no clue what I'm talking about. As long as they see the market go up, the fake business network keeps pointing to the market. Oh, no, that's not the market. That's the economy. It's the same thing. Everything's great. Go out and spend. Don't worry, just go spend. Everything's wonderful. But that's on the rise, especially our government debt. So do you understand? So if you go from 2008 finally to 2011, and remember what they did. They printed $1 trillion November 2008, and the market went up 80%. How'd that happen? Well, because remember, they printed the trillion, went in and bought 10-year Treasury bonds, yields, to drop interest rates to zero, to go in and start buying assets from bad banks, bad corporations, and our bad government to keep them all alive. Then the market started to crash again, November 2010. They said, well, wait a minute, we came out the market crash. So they printed $650 billion. Boom! Market went up 33%. By September 2011, a year later, market goes to crash again. They said, well, we can't do this. We got to go buy. Let's go buy some more assets from the bad banks, the bad government, and the bad corporations. We got to support all these people. So there you were. Take from 2008 November to September 2011, that was $2 trillion that they printed to make sure they could bring interest rates down to zero, so they could loan money to the corporations and so forth, zero interest rates. They could buy their own stock and so forth. And they finally said, you know what? And I said this yesterday. They discovered then that they didn't have to have profits to move the stock market up. But here we are now. And we got the biggest warning ever. And since November, I think it's November 2nd, and we'll go over it, we started this crazy rotation. And from November 22nd to today, December 8th, in the last 13 days, we haven't had volatility like this since 1929. And you got people going nuts. They don't know what to buy. Do I buy value or do I buy growth? We'll help you when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, We recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Household net worth rose to a record $137 trillion, up by $5 trillion in the first quarter.
You know what? Don't you love that? Listen to what they're saying.
Household net worth rose to a record $137 trillion, up
$137 trillion. You know what I would really like them to do? Give me the number. Let's take the American workforce. We have 161 million people in our workforce. 72% of them work paycheck to paycheck. 72% of them have not gotten a raise. Since last November to this November. No increase. But their gasoline has gone up, what, 48%? Food, you know the numbers. You're out there every day. So what do these guys do? The fake business news network, they go cherry pick. They go cherry pick. Why don't you pull out all your big boys? Pull them out and just let's take Main Street. That's America. The workforce is America. That's who we should judge. That's who needs to help. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Drives you nuts. This is Mr. Kramer. Oh no, I'm sorry.
2022 will be the year of a full global recovery.
Yeah. Full global recovery, 2022. We have a record debt globally, not just here in the United States, globally. But let's just go back to the United States. There is no way. Here, while they're coming out with this, trying to get you to feel good, go out. See, they're trying to distract you. But what always tells the truth of what's going on is the bond market. It never lies. Ask my members. I tell every member that every day to remind them. If you want to know how strong the market is, how strong the economy is, look at the bond market. It never's wrong. Never. Never. And when you see an inversion, see, they're not going to tell you this. When you see an inversion where you got the 2-year bond yield going up faster than the 10-year bond yield, that means batten down the hatches. What it means is you can't raise rates on mortgages, on cars, on home improvement loans, on small business loans. If you're going to raise rates, the bond market's telling you, if you're going to raise rates, you're going to put us into almost a depression. This market's going to have the biggest crash ever. This market is too fragile. See, the problem when you do things like this, when you keep rates too low for too long, there's severe consequences. Let me just show you what happened this week, how they've gone nuts. Wall Street sees yields dropping this week from 155 basis points down to 135 basis points. So investors are getting really worried about these rate hikes, and they should be. So what they did is they sold stocks, and they got in a safety net of purchasing bonds. They got scared, so they go buy bonds. When you purchase a bond, the treasury yield goes down. Low treasury yields is linked to purchasing growth stocks, not value stocks, growth stocks, meaning big tech. Not value, meaning banks, big tech. So this week, they all start jumping in and buying the pullback, buying the pullback, buying the dip, buying the dip. That's all you heard. Buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip. And then all of a sudden, they find out, wait a minute, I'm buying on the dip. These things aren't really going anywhere. It's called the push-pull. So now they're going to rotate. They'll be rotating back. Here we are. This is the third day now. Everything stopped. The third day, I told you this would happen. If you're buying a tech stock or any stock and the yield, the money flow is going out and you're buying on the dip, if a stock went from $20 down to 10 and you went and bought it at 10, but the money flow is still negative, still going out, the stock will go up for 1 or 2 days, maybe 3, and it goes back down. The members, we teach them if they want to trade those 1, 2, or 3 days, we teach them how to do that, a short-term trade. But all these people are hearing from the fake business news network, get into these stocks, buy them on a dip, buy them on a dip. They're not buying it for 1, 2, or 3 days. They don't know if they're in it for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. They don't identify what the sell signal is. My members do. Because we have 3 different charts. Do you see how screwed up this is? So let's go to and put in perspective what happened starting back with all this volatility, starting on November 22nd to December 8th, which is today. So if we start out on November 22nd, okay, and we look at November 26th, that was a big down week. More sellers than buyers. Now let's start the next week. November 20th, starting Monday, November 29th, new week. Selling continues from the previous week. Why? Oh man, we got Omicron, or whatever you call it. Omicron variant shows up. One person in California has it. Tuesday, the market drops. This is Tuesday now. Market drops. 10-year bond yield drops down from 152 down 144 points. That means the market dropped, and it did. When you have yields drop from 152 to 144, you know the market's going to drop, and it did. It went down 652 points. Buy on the dip. Really? This is unbelievable. More when I get back. Why don't you just join our gang for 10 days and really see the truth of what's going on?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now. Or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position. You'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now. Or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position. You'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, We recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG or 877-600-4264. Or go to just my site, philsgang.com, where it says Working Investor. Click on, and then you remember, for 10 days free, you got my color-coded chart. And you remember, you get access to everything. Now, many people love my color-coded chart. About 75% of my gang members, they pretty much just do that one chart because they say, Phil, I don't have time to learn. I don't have time to learn. Can you just tell us what to buy, what to sell, and when to get in and get out? Yeah, we designed it. We designed this chart and it's patent. It's color coded, and every day Steve goes through every one of the stocks we own that our members own. We have a portfolio, and he tells you what to do. Here, like for example, Lowe today.
Lowe's, we're going to continue to hold this one long with light shares. Just keep your 5% trailing stop.
And so he tells you what to do. Now, I'll give you an example. When the overall stock market, okay, is tanking, and it's been tanking ever since everybody started to get worried on November 22nd because of this. Powell is going to reduce how much he purchases a month in bonds to get interest rates to zero so he can go in and prop up failing corporations, public companies, prop up the banks, prop up the government. The government's broke. Government's broke. And what does he do? He goes buys from the government treasuries to prop them up, just like he buys from corporations and the banks to prop them up. And we've been doing this for, they started out, they said it was only going to be 3-4 months under Bernanke, and now we're at 157 months. 157 months they've been doing this. And then this is where the problem is. When you keep doing this, creating a fake stock market, where they discovered, as I told you, they finally discovered that they didn't need, when they did their QE, and by the time they did their QE, we'll call it QE3, their Operation Twist, they go, this is fantastic. Do you know the money that we can make in the stock market? Our owners and the 1 percentile? Screw Main Street, screw the workers. Let's just go for it. So they thought they would do it short term. No. We're on our 13th year. So now Powell's got a big problem. Powell said, wait a minute. Inflation's been so bad. All these prices are going up. People aren't making any more money. Their wages aren't going up. Jobs are horrible. The good jobs are exported. We don't have good job creation, high-paying jobs. The only thing that's been keeping the working force alive, Main Street, a couple who makes a combined $65,000 a year, or even $100,000 a year alive, is low rates. In the meantime, the low rates have been able to, we could drive down interest rates to zero, so we could go in and the companies could do stock buybacks to push their stocks up 300%, 400%, 200%, 120%, and we could make a fortune. And that's what they've been doing. But now he's saying, but we did it so long, we're screwed, because remember, in 2008, when the market crashed, it crashed because the people said, I have to make a decision. I got to either pay my mortgage payment or I got to pay my credit card. I got to choose one. So I'm going to pay my credit card. Now, Bernanke, we never did this experiment where we rigged the stock market to go up 420% for a very small group of people making a fortune. And now we got to unwind it. But because when you keep interest rates too low for too long, you can't unwind it. There's consequences. And this is what he's worried about. And that's why starting on November, what you're feeling from November 22nd to now is all this volatility. And what happened is, remember, when we started the first 2 weeks, November 22nd to November 26th, boom, market's going down. The second week, November 29th, the week of November 29th, boom, market went down. Tuesday comes, November 30th. 10-year bond yield drops 152 points to 144. Of course, the market's going to drop. Went down 652 points. Investors started to shift from stocks to bonds. Fearful about the variance, about the taper, about the rates. Wednesday comes, December 1. More selling, more fear. Powell, the variance. Thursday comes, more selling. They had to do something. December 2nd. They bring in Fauci. Dr. Fauci. Athlete Foots, whatever you call this idiot. So he comes in. He has no credibility. I think his ratings are just even broke through 40%, but I'll give him 41%. He comes out and tells everybody, don't worry about it. There was one guy who's got this variance. He's in California. He's improving quickly. He has very little symptoms at all. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Don't worry about this variance. Don't have to worry about it at all. It's good. We're good. We're good. Well, who the hell would believe him? Friday comes, December 3rd. The market drops again because nobody believes him. Nobody believes him. So over the weekend, it gets worse. About this, the scare of this variance. Monday, they had to bring in the big boy. They brought in who? They had to bring in Biden on Monday to prop the market up. Their plan in place was Monday morning, the plunger team would come in and buy index futures so to make sure the market wouldn't go down on Monday morning. The market would be up Monday morning. They buy index futures to make sure that there's no selling and the market opens up. You know how it says implied open 200 points, implied open positive 100 points? That's how they do that. So Biden assured everybody, the vaccine makers, have everything under control, not to worry about this variance. Now, first, remember, they brought in the plunger team to artificially push the market up to make sure nobody could sell the market. You know, it's temporarily for a couple hours, 3 hours. And then the fake business news network starts coming in. Buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. Are you kidding me? Tuesday, everybody starts buying on the dip, going crazy. And people are buying stocks. They're out of their mind. I mean, I can't believe what they're buying. They're buying JetBlue on a dip. So JetBlue, the money is flowing out. And so people are buying JetBlue on Monday morning, Tuesday morning. Today, they're seeing their stock going back down. Because, see, these stocks can only go up for a very short period of time before they collapse because money is flowing out. But 9 out of 10 people don't know that. They don't know how to trade. They have no idea what they're doing. They just listen to Kramer or somebody else. And they talk about Kramer, not to pick on, yes, to pick on him. Listen to this.
Well, everything that you're focused on right now is going to go higher. It's a great place to be. But also the economy is a juggernaut now. And we can accept the fact that we have to have rate increases and not kill the market.
Oh, yeah, really? Not kill the market? You think so, Jim? Okay, yeah. Well, why don't you talk about the bond market? What's the bond market saying? When we got the short-term bond yields going nuts, going up like, what was it, 72%? 73% compared to the 10-year Treasury yield, the long year going up like, I don't know, 5%? It tells you batting down. But anyways, so we take and we rate his stocks. So out of 19 stocks, if you followed his 19 stocks, when I come back, I'm going to tell you how well you did. Look, join my gang, so at least when the market does crash, you'll know what to do.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
The unfolding of a market crash. If you don't think the stock market is going to crash, then you got to be nuts. This is going to be one of the biggest crashes ever. Just because they're stimulating the economy, they're plugging money in, keep driving up the debt. No, the market is going to crash. I bring you evidence every Friday on my YouTube channel. I review the week and tell you why we're getting closer to crash. So don't miss it. It's free for everyone. Go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. And I'm going to have one this Friday. I'm going to have a bonus one along with it this Friday. That's right. Get a bonus one so that you can sit down for a couple minutes and I'm going to explain to you in just real easy terms what's going on. What is the market going to do under the situation we're in right now? What does it mean when you got yields, treasury yields, and we have an inversion where you have the short-term yields going up 75% compared to the long-term going up 5%. So when you got short-term going up much faster than the long-term yield, what message does that send? Now, I'm also going to explain that all you have to do to make money consistently in this market is to make sure when you get volatility like this, you're only purchasing what we call stocks with relative strength. And we have those in our portfolio. And every day, Steve will tell you, if you remember, they're in our portfolio. He tells you exactly what to do, so you're never alone. And you're going to learn, finally, when the market goes down, you're going to get out in time before the stock goes down. You're going to make money on that stock that is going down. It's called shorting. You're going to become part of the 20 percentile who make money in the market consistently because they know how to switch their position. So when the market goes down, they're making money on the way down by calling it short. You're going to learn this. 10 days, free for 10 days. You're going to learn the importance of what relative strength is. Big down days. You want to make sure you're only buying those stocks that have strength. Perfect example. Our friend Kramer, in his last 9 recommendations, 12 recommendations, only 3 made money. All the others were down big, and I mean down big time. Where he told people to get in because remember, I know the CEO, he's a good friend of mine. I interviewed him. I said, he's a good man. No, I know. Yeah, get in, drive. I'm going to buy it. People getting slaughtered. In 10 days free, you're going to learn when do you buy a stock? Not only how to short it, but when do you buy it? How do you know if that stock is going to roll over? Remember, investing in stocks, you invest in the future. You don't look today or yesterday when the market's up 300 points and see up 300 points. Oh, I better get in. Market's up 300 points. I better get in before it goes down. I better get... No. That's the rear view mirror you're looking at. This can be fun if you know what you're doing. But 80% of the people don't know what they're doing because they listen to these fools. The fake business news networks. I mean, what they tell you is nuts. It's crazy. I remember Steve Leisman. Here, I'll play it for you. Right before the last crash.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
Imagine. And they're back to doing that again. People are flush with cash. But they don't tell you. No, they're not. They're not flush with cash. They're in trouble. The only cash they have is they go in and they starting to take it out of their house, using their home as an ATM machine. Remember back in 2008 what they did? They did the same thing. They pulled out $90 billion. And the reason they want you to keep looking at the stock market and make you believe, take parking space in your head that the stock market is the economy, to give you the confidence to go take money out of your house and go spend. That's their job. Was Bloomberg, CNBC, or Fox Business? Their job is to get you to feel good so you go spend. Go spend. That's their job. They're the Chamber of Commerce, for God's sakes, is what they are. They're the Chamber of Commerce. So, the plunger team on Monday came in. Boy, what a setup was for Monday. They said they're going to be determined, boy. The market was going to drop. Starting this Monday, this week, it wasn't going to drop. They bring the plunger team in early in the morning. They buy index futures, so the market's up, can't go down for a short period of time. And then buying comes in. Now remember, on Thursday, Fuji has no credibility at all. I'm surprised he's got a rating of 40%. Credibility 40%. He had no credibility. He's telling everyone, don't worry about this. Everything's fine. Don't worry about the new variants. Nobody believed them. And then over the weekend, it got worse. And so they came in on Monday, had everything set up to go. Back to market with index futures, make sure it wouldn't go down on the opening, they'd be up. Biden comes in, reassures everybody. And then they start the fake business network, buying the pullback. And they should go in and buy, go buy the travel stocks. Go buy Norwegian cruise line. Okay. My members bought it, but those are members who know how to do short-term 1-2 day trades and be out. My members, which are about 75% who don't do that, who are long-term players, they wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole because money was flowing out. Instead, what were they buying? They were buying Pulte homes, going straight up. That's right, Pulte homes. They're also buying AMD, Xilinx. These all had relative strength. When the market went down, these guys didn't go down. We had them in Pulte, we had them in Toll, we had them in AMD, we had them in Xilinx, NVIDIA, Broadcom. I go through them all. The biggest key is listen to the market when it's talking to you. These guys on fake business, they don't listen to the market because they don't want to hear what it's saying, because they don't like what it's saying, because they never teach anybody or tell anybody to short stocks. So they're always talking. Do you know how good they have to be that you only can buy a stock? If you only can buy a stock, think about it. You're going to invest in the market, but you only can buy them. You know how good a picker you have to be? Nobody can be that good. But now, you have the same skill. With the same confidence, you can now make money on a stock going down as you do a stock going up. What a difference. What a difference that means that you can be make returns of 10 to 20% consistently year in and year out. Because now you know how to identify when the market is going down because you're looking at treasury yields. You know if the short-term yield's going up much faster than the long-term, there's a problem, so you don't want to be long, you want to be short. You know how to short a stock. You know when to take profits. You're in full control. And behind you, if you want just to be part of our portfolio, just follow our member portfolio, and every day, all you have to do is, after the posting at 2 o'clock, you come home from supper, 7 o'clock at night, open up your computer, and let's say you're in Lowe's. Okay, say you're in Lowe's. You just pop it on and say, well, I wonder what Steve has to say about Lowe's. What am I supposed to do tomorrow?
Lowe's, we're going to continue to hold this one long with light
I mean,
share.
what better is that? Think about that. You come home for supper, and then after supper, you sit down and relax and say, I wonder what I should do with my Lowe's stock. You don't have to think about it. He tells you exactly what you should do. Nobody else has that for $39.95. And all we ask, if you make money, would you please give some to St. Jude? So here we are. We're going to go, the decision is going to be made on December 15th, what they're going to do. And he's got his back against the wall. If he raises rates, you're going to see a sell-off. If he doesn't raise rates, you're going to see a sell-off. He's at a point, it's just going to sell off one way or the other. After 13 years, it's over. Because if you decide to keep pushing this market and more inflation, how much can people pay for gasoline and food and staples before they get to a point they say, not only can I pay, I have no choice. I can't pay my mortgage or my credit card or my automobile loan. This is what he's worried about. Join my gang so you know exactly what to do and you are always in the right position. And you'll make money when the market goes down the same time it goes up. Please help St. Jude when you do make money.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.